April 6, 1453. Before the walls of Constantinople, Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II gazed up at the towering fortifications. A young conqueror, just 21 years old. Before him stood walls that had defied every army for 1,000 years. The Theodosian walls, 40 feet high, 16 feet thick, a double ring of stone. Mehmed turned to his officers. "We will break these walls. History will change." His face showed no doubt. Inside the walls, Constantine XI, last emperor of the Roman Empire. From his window he watched the Ottoman camps spread across the horizon. The numbers were overwhelming. The Ottomans fielded tens of thousands. The defenders numbered less than 10,000. An officer delivered his report. "No major reinforcements from the west, my lord. Only a handful of volunteers have arrived." Constantine's hand gripped the window frame. He knew the truth. This was a battle they could not win. Yet he had no choice. As the final emperor of a 1,000-year empire, he would fight. Then arrived the weapon that would change everything. Urban's cannon. Urban, a Hungarian engineer. He first offered his services to the Byzantine Empire. But financial troubles meant Byzantium couldn't afford the massive weapon. Mehmed was different. He told Urban, "I want a cannon that can shatter walls. Money is no obstacle." Urban delivered in 3 months. Accounts vary, but it was an unprecedented bronze monster for its time, firing stone balls weighing hundreds of pounds. This weapon would overturn every rule of warfare. Mid-April, 1453. Shortly after the siege began, the bombardment intensified with the giant cannon leading the assault. The artillery commander brought the match to the touch hole. Soldiers around him covered their ears. Then, thunder split the air. A ball of stone, hundreds of pounds, hurtled toward the wall. The earth shook with devastating force. Impact. The wall trembled. Stones shattered. Fragments flew. For the first time in 1,000 years, the walls were wounded. Defenders on the battlements witnessed the impossible. The impossible had become possible. Mehmed smiled. This is the new warfare. The bombardment never stopped. Day and night. The roar of cannons echoed endlessly. Defense Commander Giustiniani directed repairs on the walls. An Italian mercenary captain. He had come with 700 elite troops to aid the empire. But repairs couldn't keep pace with destruction. Stone piled up one day would be scattered the next. Wooden reinforcements were blown away by cannonballs. Recent research suggests the psychological terror of the constant thunder and vibration, combined with exhausting round-the-clock repairs, stripped away the defenders' strength even more than the physical damage. Giustiniani knew the truth. These walls wouldn't hold. Then Mehmed played his masterstroke. He dragged his fleet overland, across the hills, into the sealed Golden Horn. The defenders witnessed an impossible sight. Ships crossing mountains. This forced the defenders to divide their already thin forces. Troops pulled from the walls, redirected to defend the Golden Horn side. The encirclement was complete. May 28, 1453. Day 53 of the siege. Mehmed addressed his entire army. "Tomorrow, we make history. We will break walls that have stood for 1,000 years. We will conquer the greatest city in the world. Succeed, and your names will echo through eternity. Fail, and we become laughingstocks. But I believe in you. You will make the impossible possible." Tens of thousands of soldiers roared their approval. That night, Constantine walked the walls. Among his defenders, the emperor spoke to each man. "I thank you. Tomorrow, we carve our names into history, win or lose." A young soldier asked, "My lord, can we prevail?" Constantine answered quietly, "Victory rests in God's hands, but we will fight to the end. That is our honor." Tears gleamed in his eyes. He did not wipe them away. May 29, 1453. 1:30 a.m. The drums thundered. Ottoman first wave. Thousands charged the walls. Ladders raised, men climbing. Arrows rained down. Stones fell. Many fell. But they didn't stop. Mehmed watched from the rear. The first wave is bait. They exhaust the defenders. 4 a.m. Mehmed gave the order. Janissaries, advance. The Janissary Corps, the Ottoman elite, 5,000 warriors. These were different from the first wave. Perfect formation, cold discipline, flawless training. They moved toward the breached sections. The defenders felt fear grip them. Giustiniani shouted, "Hold the line, not one step back." Then tragedy struck. An arrow found Giustiniani through the chest. He fell. His men cried out, "Captain!" Giustiniani left the line for treatment. But this proved fatal. The defenders lost their commander. Chaos spread. Constantine screamed, "Come back, we cannot hold without you." But Giustiniani did not return. Grievously wounded, he was carried away and died shortly after. 6 a.m. The Janissaries breached the walls that had stood unbroken for 1,000 years. Finally broken, Ottoman banners rose above the battlements. The crescent flag. The defenders despaired. Many fled. But Constantine did not flee. Constantine fought to the end. He tore off his imperial robes and fought as a common soldier. Records say he fell somewhere inside the walls. No one knows who struck him down. His body was never found. Lost, perhaps, among countless fallen warriors, the last emperor of the Roman Empire. He vanished with his empire. Noon. Mehmed entered Constantinople. He went to the Hagia Sophia. For 1,000 years, the heart of Christendom, Mehmed entered the great cathedral and offered prayer. An Islamic prayer. Shortly after the fall, prayers were held, and the Hagia Sophia was converted to a mosque. With the capital's fall, the empire center met its end, and remaining territories were soon absorbed by the Ottomans. Morea in 1460, Trebizond in 1461. By convention, counting from the division in 395, the empire lasted approximately 1058 years until 1453. The east-west separation had solidified gradually over centuries. The final heir had fallen at last. The fall of Constantinople sent shockwaves across all of Europe. It had seemed impossible that these impregnable walls could be broken, but cannon fire had made it possible. European rulers understood. Traditional high stone walls could no longer protect them. New technology had rendered old tactics obsolete. But this wasn't a simple story. Traditional high walls became vulnerable. Yet defenders adapted with low, thick, bastioned fortifications, star forts, new designs to withstand artillery bombardment. Technology always breeds counter-technology. Cannons changed warfare. But not only warfare, they changed society. The knightly class. For centuries, masters of the battlefield. But against gunpowder and cannon, armor was like paper. Horses, swords, meaningless now. Feudal lords understood. Their age had ended. Firearms accelerated the transformation, but multiple factors, tax systems, standing armies, bureaucratic structures, converged to drive centralization. May 29, 1453. Often considered the symbolic end of the Middle Ages. But the transformation unfolded gradually across regions and domains. Medieval high walls could no longer protect the people. Knights were no longer the masters of war. Feudal lords no longer held absolute power. A new age had dawned. The age of gunpowder. The age of nation-states. The age of centralized authority. The fall of Constantinople was more than the conquest of a city. It was a turning point of civilization. The cannon that shattered walls unbroken for 1,000 years. It opened the door to a new world. So I ask you this. Technology changes history, and those who master technology master their age. If new technology overturns the rules of your time, will you embrace the change? Or will you cling to the old order? Mehmed bet on new technology. Constantine trusted in ancient walls. Which did history choose? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'm deeply grateful you witnessed this moment in history with me. As the fall of Constantinople showed us, ages constantly shift. The moment when old certainties crumble can arrive at any time. This channel explores the essence of change through history's turning points. Subscribe so we can learn the next lesson of history together. Until next time,